Hey everybody, this is Yolanda wishing everybody a happy Easter. To the kids out there, take it easy on the chocolate bunnies and the jelly beans and all that good stuff that you got today. And I want to talk about a film that I have been waiting for a long time, because in Marshall we have one movie theater and this film would not have played there. There's just not a lot of sophistication in Marshall. So that's another subject. But the film is called Melancholia, which is directed by Lars von Trier. And this is just a very fascinating film. It's basically a sci-fi drama of sorts. And I'm going to say a spoiler or two, even though anybody who knows what this film is about pretty much knows where this film is going to head. I'm going to give you a second. Okay, we're done. Okay, the way the film starts, it's in a very, very slow motion. It's very extreme slow motion. You see some of the characters, you see birds falling, you see all sorts of imagery, but you see the planet Earth and you see this big planet. And we see that this big planet blows the Earth to fucking bits. Pardon the language, but that's what happened. It's like, boom, smash. That's not the end of the film. Basically, what he's telling you is that this is where this is going to end up. But that's another story. This film is divided into two parts. The first part is about Justine. Now, Justine is played by Kristen Dunst, and she showed such an incredible acting range in this. I've seen a lot of Kristen Dunst films from her start with Interview with the Vampires, The Virgin Suicides, the Spider-Man movies, Marie Antoinette. She does have range, and I'm so glad that this film really showcased it. Because when we see Justine, she just got married to this guy named Michael Alexander Skarsgård, who is a fox. They show up 4 hours late to the wedding reception. They had got married. They got a stretch limo trying to go up this really, really tight, winding road. So, of course, she shows up. And she has the appearance of looking happy, but she's not happy. She has this very dark, deep depression. And there's a lot of things going on at this wedding reception. It's pretty much ruined when her mother, who is really not happy, gives this really horrible toast saying, enjoy your marriage while it lasts, because my marriage went down the toilet. She has a boss that's basically screwing with her. And meanwhile, Justine, even though she's trying to be happy and everything, she's doing things like going to take a nap with her nephew. She's basically screwing some other guy that she doesn't know. Never mind the fact that she just got married. She just went and did that. It's like she even takes a bath while the wedding guests are down. Receptionists are just downstairs wondering what is going on. By the end of the evening, her fairy tale wedding of sorts ends with her husband basically saying, okay, I give up. No matter what he did to try to get her out of this melancholia, nothing is working, and he basically ends up leaving. But she is a little bit more fascinated by this red star. It seems to shine a lot brighter than normal stars, and she's just wondering, okay, what is that? And that's pretty much it. Her life is pretty much going down the toilet. She is really, really in this really deep and dark depression, which brings us to the second part, which is Claire. Claire is her sister, which is played by Charlotte Gainsbourg. And she was the one that basically had thrown this wedding reception and everything. Justine is staying with him. She is in such a deep depression. She can't bathe. When she tries to eat, she says it tastes like ashes. She's just in a real horrible depression. Meanwhile, Claire, who's been the strong one all this time, is starting to worry because of this planet. Antares, the red star, had disappeared. And the result of this has to do with this rogue planet, which is called Melancholia. Okay, her husband, John Kiefer Sutherland, by the way, does a pretty good job at this. He's basically saying, oh, don't worry about it. This planet is not going to hit us. It's just going to pass us by. And no matter what he's telling her, the fear is sinking so deep in her heart that she's starting to get into this really deep depression. Meanwhile, Justine, who we know is really depressed, is starting to actually perk up. It's like basically knowing that this planet is going to hit them and destroy all life. It's actually making her happy. So in the film, we have basically the starting point with Justine with the depressed and Claire with, the strong one. And they switch places. It's Justine who basically gives Claire the support, the love that she needs in what is an unavoidable thing. This planet is going to hit the Earth. This is a fantastic, fantastic film. Some people may find it a little bit long in some parts. I do admit that there were some parts that dragged just a bit. But overall, this is a very, very compelling story. Never mind about the planet, but the theme of this and what Lars von Trier was suffering from was a real dark depression. I admit that there are times, I admit that I had depression before, a real bad depression. The depression that you don't want to face the day, you don't want to see anybody, you close yourself off from people that love you. So, I understand the depression that Justine is feeling and what Claire is starting to experience. And this is a very, very good film from start to finish. The special effects are fantastic. And like I said, it's too bad that it didn't get a lot of Oscar buzz. I'm glad that Kristen Dunst did get an award at the Cannes Film Festival, because she really did deserve that award. And at 130 minutes long, some people may find it a little bit talky, considering how the film started with this big boom. It's very, very good film. So definitely put it on your Netflix or Blockbuster list, or, they do have video on demand. So definitely see this film. This is worth it. And I am glad that I finally saw it. It's definitely on my list of films to get for my collection. So again, Melancholia, 2011. With Kirsten Dunst, Charlotte Gainsbourg, Kiefer Sutherland. Also, you have John Hurt, who's in it. And this is a good film. I really, really love it. So again, for those that are enjoying your Easter day, enjoy your Easter. Hope you didn't eat too much, and you have a good weekend.